Good afternoon, everyone, and on this pleasant Wednesday from the Rio Tinto Stadium in Sandy, Utah, we welcome you to KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Playoffs, presented by Mountain America Credit Union. And as the camera turns to me, it's my opportunity to say, how are you doing? Glad to see you and glad you could pull up a chair and take a seat with me on the gantry today. Alex Tumala joining you here from the Rio Tinto Stadium for our 5A boys soccer final between the Lehi Pioneers and the Alta Hawks. Okay, let's size this baby up. Let's get straight to the business at hand. Alta and Lehi both have reached this spot, both Region 8 teams, but both had to do it the very hard way on Monday at Juan Diego. Lehi had to go through a penalty shootout against Stansbury, and Alta also had to go through a penalty shootout against the Skyline Eagles. But both of those games came down to goalkeepers in the end, as Thiago Moreira and Caleb Cowley both came up with tremendous saves in the penalty shootouts to keep their teams in the tournament. And of course, what's also interesting is the fact that both of these teams are going to be offensive-minded. Both teams are going to be attack-oriented, and a lot of formations suggest that we could see quite a bit of scoring here this afternoon here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. And there's some history on the side of Alta, too. If they win today, they'll clinch their record-tying 9th state championship all-time, which will tie them with the bountiful Red Hawks for the most all-time. And the Lehi Pioneers, of course, are going for their 5th all-time state championship. It is going to be a very interesting match, to say the least. When we come back, we're going to have the national anthem, the starting lineups, and kickoff. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Final, presented by Mountain America Credit Union, which is presented by our friends at WGU. Yes, indeed. Let's play soccer, folks. Welcome back to KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of high school sports. This is the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Final, presented by Mountain America Credit Union. The voice of Jeff Reeves, our PA announcer, introducing the starting lineups for both squads. And as you heard, no lineup changes on either side for Alta or Lehi. Same starting 11s that started for them on Monday in the semifinals. Caleb Cowley in goal, Tyson Honga, Kay Preston, and Anthony Bustos, along with Alfred Vargas, Cesar Morales, Colton Mansing, Ammon Cannon, and Nathan Shepard in the starting 11. The two up top to watch are Christian Jones and, of course, Gavin Fenn, who scored the opening and the only goal for the Lehi Pioneers on Monday. And, of course, on the other side for Alta, no changes to the lineup. Thiago Moreira still in goal, and still going with the back three is Mackenzie Heyer. And their lineup includes Caleb Lowry, Caden Renfro, Jack Johnson, David Okerlund, Preston Ludlow, Carter Bell, Lincoln Eberhardt, Logan Vandenberg, Ferris Curdy, and Adam Rasmussen. Again, no changes in the starting 11s to either side. And notably today, we are going to highlight Preston Ludlow and Carter Bell. And on the other side, for the Lehi Pioneers, we're going to highlight Gavin Fenn. And of course, the man up top, Christian Jones. It is already rocking and rolling here at the Rio T. Both student sections have turned out in force this afternoon. It's a 2 o'clock p.m. kickoff, but still a lot of people here for a 2 p.m. kickoff. The flags are waving. The student sections are draped in either black for Alta, white for Lehi. Lehi, as the visiting team, will get the white jerseys today with the black numerals and trim. And Alta will be wearing the home black kit with the red trim on the shoulders and the red trim on the pants. It all comes down to this. It has been a long journey to get here on the road to Rio T, but we've made it. The fans are out in force. The students are standing there ready to go. Referee just looking over the traffic, seeing what he's got. Lehi, or rather Alta, won the coin toss. They elected to kick towards the north goal here at Rio Tinto Stadium. Referee says we're ready. The whistle blows, the ball rolls, off we go into the unknown. A beautiful day here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. Here is Vandenberg with the first possession now, over to Renfro. We expect to see a whole bunch of goal-scoring opportunities today. Both teams with a lot of athleticism and a lot of speed on the field today. As evidence right there, a great ball forward. Popped up on the head by Morales, and then it's Renfro. Shepard. Looking for the run of Fenn. Here's Carter Bell, assisted on the winning, or rather the tying goal that saved Alta's season on Monday. Purdy closed down pretty quick there by Alfred Vargas. Game time temperature around 72 degrees here this afternoon. It's expected to get up to the high 70s. It is a gorgeous day for football here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. Vandenberg. That was well cut out there by Vargas. Now here's Mansing. Vargas. Curdy closed him down. Still a lot of space and a lot of white shirts running in that midfield. Fenn trying to send it over the top. It's going to be a long chase down by that corner, down by Krelok's corner. And that's where the throw will be for the Alta Hawks. More on the Hawks coming into this match. They were down a goal for most of the match. They were behind early in the 13th minute, and somehow they scraped away and got the goal that eventually leveled it up. And eventually in the shootout, they were also down a goal, and it was Thiago Moreira who came up with some timely saves to keep his side in it, and eventually David Okerlund's penalty was the one that sent the Hawks through to the championship match. Here's Fenn. Looking for the run of Vargas. And Vandenberg puts his foot through that one. It'll be a throw. We're in a great position to see all the action from up here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. It is a beautiful sight to see and a beautiful sight to hear all the fans again. Again, of course, we had very limited capacity last year here at the Rio T for some of the games in the championship rounds, and it just felt soulless. It really did. Bumped off of Sven. Now here come the Hawks. They got numbers running through the back. Switch was not a good one. It was Vargas who cut the pass out. Now it's going to be a chase on down by Krelok's corner. And winning the race there is Jones. Does he have any support? Mansing tried an ambitious shot that ricocheted all through traffic. Should be Lehi's ball, it is. Fenn. Fenn scored from this kind of distance against Stansbury on Monday. Now here's Cannon. And then Preston. Closed down quickly by Johnson. Looking for the run of Preston Ludlow as Carter Bell. Johnson missed his kick. Bell and Cannon run into each other. Then Curdy comes in there. Well, that pass looked a little short. Shepard trying to get there ahead. Already we're seeing some high press from both sides. And now here comes Alta now. Good switch to find Rasmussen. Curdy. Some people were standing in an offside position, decided not to play it. Curdy. Ludlow. Well, Curdy missed his kick right there. Could open up the back here. Lehi have Shepard trying to play out wide. And now it's Vargas. And a mix up there with Morales. And now a good switch out for Jones. The attack looks good. Where's it going now for Lehi? Jones against Rasmussen. Jones in on the right foot. And that one is blocked away there by, I believe it was Eberhard who got his foot in the way of that one. Into the box now. Morales, or Vargas rather. Vargas trying to get it out of his feet. Probably should have taken that shot. He didn't do it. And eventually it's one for a throw down by Krelok's corner. In fact, it is going to be a corner down by that flag. Very surprised that Alfred Vargas didn't pull the trigger on that shot. 5 white shirts in the box here for Christian Jones to aim out on the corner. Set piece comes in. It's a good one to the back post. And that's kneed away there. It'll remain Lehi's throw. Morales. Long throw comes in here from Ammon Cannon. He triggers it forward and Shepard heads it on. Fenn going up for it. Eventually it's cleared away, but only as far as Mansing. Pushed out wide here for Jones. Christian Jones, can he get this right? Back into the box it goes, and it's hooked away. Good stout defense there from David Okerlund, and eventually it is played out towards Beckerman's block. But it comes down here for Shepard, who lost his footing. Okerlund, the center back, trying to start the attack, and now here comes Alta. Pressed up that far side. Johnson is going to roll out towards that sideline, and he gets there on the winner. Johnson pulls it back into the middle, and the only one waiting was Preston. Giving chase Shepard. With David Okerlund, as ever, very confident of that back, and he's going to let that one roll out that far side. Here's Ferris Curdy. Ludlow. Needs some support. Here's Curdy. And now it's with Ludlow. Looking for the run of Johnson, or rather, it was Carter Bell. Just didn't reach him, though. Not enough pace on that. Well, that was a poor ball there from Caden Renfro. Better challenge there. It will be a throw. Back for Alta. Ferris Curdy sprinting through the midfield. Still able to keep control of it for the moment, and then it's taken right off him by Colton Mansing. And now Shepard. A lot of green to work with here for him. He finds Jones. Have our first foul. Going to be a very interesting thing to see how they can stay level early in this match. Lehi, we talked about how they need to keep control of the pace early on, both sides. It was going to be a high-paced, high-attacking game. Honga takes the kick. And now here's Bustos. Bustos got plenty to aim at in the middle. He finds Alfred Vargas. And Vargas could turn. And Vargas trying to play it back for Bustos. He finds him, though. Preston. That was instantly done there by Cesar Morales. But it comes right back to the possession of Alta. Now here's Carter Bell. Renfro. He's not going to have enough on it. Not enough. Christian Jones able to get it away. About 10 minutes gone here in the first half. Want to remind you, KSL Game Night Live rewinds coverage of the UHSAA Boys Soccer Finals are presented by Heidemann and Associates. Bit of a missed header there by Ben Simons, who just checked into the game, number 12, placing a man at the back. And Heidemann and Associates is offering a free consultation to all Game Night Live rewind viewers. Contact them at 801-472-7742 or visit them online at utah.law. And we are proud to have them in our corner all season and all school year long as the proud sponsor of KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of high school sports. As you're watching, Carter Bell cut off by Ammon Cannon. Here's Hayden Shepard, and now tried to find that into an open space, but gave it right away, though, to Rasmussen. Lowry. Curdy. Renfro. Johnson. Renfro again. Looking for the run. And the first shot of the game comes in. It's a comfortable save for Caleb Cowley. Ammon Cannon. Lowry with a great challenge to win it there. And now here comes Curdy. Up from the back. Here comes Lincoln Eberhardt. This is looking good from Alta. Where's it going? Eberhardt trying to play it into the middle. And it was Renfro right there to pick up the pieces. It's a service by Vandenberg. Goes into that back post. And it's Bustos who got the head on it and enabled Cowley to come out and to scoop it up. As we expected, very tight, very tense, nervy opening 15 minutes on both sides. Probably not much of a surprise given the fact it is a championship game. Wasn't a very good kick there from Cowley. It was a rather poor clearance. Johnson was returning from an offside position. Eventually it's played up the line and it will be a throw. A substitution here for the Hawks. Peter Affleck, 17. And it looks like Ryan Richards, 5, in here for the Alta Hawks. Coming to this game having only drawn one match all season long. That was the penalty shootout win they had on Monday against Skyline. They've lost only 2 matches the whole season under Mackenzie Heyer. What a job he's done in his 4th year at the program. Now he's got the Hawks maybe today on the verge of winning their night state title, which would again tie the Bountiful Red Hawks for the most all time in any classification of the Utah High School Activities Association. Rasmussen. Benyon. That was cut out well there by Jones. Now here's Shepard. Back for Jones. A lot of black shirts covering back though. And Ferris Curdy with some good contact to get it away from Christian Jones. It was a bit of a dangerous pass. Well, Curdy's going to have it back here, and now here they come. He's got Bell out to his left side. He finds him, closed down quickly by Cannon. He tried to find that run of Brock Benyon, but it was blasted away. Bell. Bell. Going to curl one. It's not a bad idea to hit it from out there. But it was never really dipping too much for their liking. Want to remind you that the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Final is presented by Mountain America Credit Union, who reminds you to earn rewards like a champion. Mountain America Credit Union is a proud sponsor of all UHSAA activities playoffs. Yo Aitken comes into the game for the Lehi Pioneers. What a job Caleb Cowley has done in goal for these Pioneers here in the playoffs. And even better, the defense of Lehi has done a great job here so far, not allowing a whole lot of space in that high-pressing style that Tim Graham likes to play. Here's Aitken. Not on the same page, though, with Jones. Wins it back, though. Now he gets the return, and he could find Jones. It just slides right through, right to Tiago Moreira. Both goaltenders haven't had to do much work here in the first half, 18 minutes in. Bustos. Vargas. Jones. The takeoff down that far side. That slide tackle came right into the assistant referee. Throw in. And have yet another sub here. Looks like it's Tyler Orton coming in here. It is for the Pioneers. He's going to replace Cesar Morales. Want to remind you, coming up after this match, we'll have the 6A final between the Harriman Mustangs and the Davis Darts. And what a dramatic way Harriman did it to get to the final. We'll talk more about that when the match actually starts. Meanwhile, Vargas able to play it down, but now here's Benyon. And now Johnson, and then Benyon. Rolls it out right for Curdy, and then back for Benyon. He's got the left back, Rasmussen, up with him. Alta has 5. They're matched up against the 7 right now, and a long shot does come in. And eventually goes well wide for a goal kick. So maybe Alta testing that Lehi back line a little bit with those long shots. Possibly trying to generate a rebound of some kind against Caleb Cowley, who's been superb here in the playoffs. They're going to have an opportunity down by that half corner right now. Then goes up by Renfro. Jones coming up from his back, looking for the run of Aitken, and just getting a touch on that. But here's Bustos now with it. Bustos has Cannon running through the middle. Tries to find him. Cannon is actually standing in an offside position right now. I don't know if the AR's seen it. Not yet, though. Here is Bustos, scuffed his kick. And now Benyon just hooks it clear. Bustos. Lolo and Richards check back in here for Alta. Just past the halfway mark of the first half. No score. Goalless between Alta and Lehi. It's been a very interesting first half. Not a lot of chances. Or very good goal-scoring opportunities, to say the least. Although there have been a few long-range shots flung at goal by the Hawks. In front of a pretty decent crowd here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. How we missed this? Corbin Torkanu now checks in for the Pioneers here. Curdy. Great challenge there from Alfred Vargas. And now here's Cannon. Finds Bustos. Not on the same page though with his teammates. It's given right back to him though. Cannon. Looking for Torkanu. Right-footed away there by Simons. Curdy. Oh, that could be a fatal. Instead, it's Lowry making the play. And then it's Benyon, and then it's Curdy. Needs to look up for some support. He's got Lowry here, and now Renfro. Rasmussen. And now Renfro. He's got some men in the middle if he wants it. Switches it out. This gets kicked, though, as Cannon. I don't know if Richards is going to get there. He will. But Cannon is able to reach around and get him off the ball in the end. Torkanu will chase. Richards. Benyon. Mansing. Orton. Aitken. This looks good. Where's it going? Aitken's got Orton running with him up the side. Yo Aitken plays it back into the middle. Only finds the foot of Lowry, but it finds Aitken again. Aitken for Orton, takes it. Blocked by Ferris Curdy. Trying to set it up on his preferred left foot. Now Fenn's going to have a go! Didn't miss by that much. First good chance of the game, and it came from Gavin Fenn. Luke Heath comes in for Lehi. It's the first real test that Thiago Moreira had to make. He was at full stretch. No one has really had the better of the play here so far in the first 25 minutes or so. Minute 25 now of a goalless game. Vandenberg. Curdy. Well, Lehi's defense really clogging up the midfield right now. No real passing lanes on either side. Gavin Fenn was trying to find the run of Calvin Torkanu there. Renfro, good switch. Richards has plenty of men running. He plays it in. Cowley off his line, smartly into his hands. Preston Ludlow was charging through the middle alongside Ferris Curdy. Well, Lehi's got some people running if they want to. It's going to be a chase on. It goes right into the hands of Tiago Moreira. I'd like to remind you, KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 2022 UHSAA Boys Soccer Finals is presented by WGU. Online, accredited, and affordable, that is WGU. And it was a foul there on Gavin Fenn, free kick. Whistled down here by our referee today. And a good chance to put one in from about 60 yards or 50 yards out. Fenn plays it in. It goes up. Curdy able to hit it away. Renfro trying to turn on the Jets. It's an ambitious ball, trying to find the run of Preston Ludlow. Cowley decided to come out of his net and smartly did so. Bashes it into the empty side of the stands. Adam Rasmussen comes back off. Jack Johnson comes back in as well for Alta. About 27 minutes into this one, goalless between Alta and Lehi in the 5A Boys Soccer Final. Alex Tumalip flying solo with you here from the Rio Tinto Stadium on a gorgeous day in South Central Utah. Rasmussen. Ludlow. Fenn. Hung up a little too long there for Yo Aiken to run on the end of it. Now here's Rasmussen. A bit of a heavy touch there from Ludlow. Fenn trying to switch the play and finds a good ball. There's Morales down the far side. Watched there very closely by Vandenberg. Pass looked a little short, but it's golfed away. Preston trying to force that one back in. Popped up on the first touch, then it's Shepard. And then eventually a foul. Just our second foul in this first half alone. Free kick coming from just inside midline here for the Alta Hawks. Maybe their first opportunity to put something dangerous into the area. Bell brings it down. It's an ambitious ball, but right into the hands in the end of Caleb Cowley. Best chance of the half, you have to say, came from Lehi with that long-range distance blast from Gavin Fenn that just missed the crossbar. Everything's come from long-range shots from Alta, and it's been a very good defensive half here for the Lehi Pioneers. Very compact and very strung out well at the back. Here's Tyler Orton now. Orton gets around one. Some of the traffic he's got. Trying to find the run of Ferris. Trying to find the run of Yo Aiken there, and it finds its way now to Shepard. But then Renfro, and then Richards. Ball in comes to Caleb Cowley. We have a Hawk flying over the stadium now. According to what we saw from the Alta student section down off to our right. Perhaps it's a good omen. Don't know yet. We'll see. Here's Mansing. And now Morales. Cannon. Morales. Back for Cannon. Cannon. Still Emin Cannon. Cannon pulls it back. Finds Yo Aiken. Pots it up with his first touch. Too heavy in the end. It got knocked away there by Adam Rasmussen, the right back, who came out of his fullback spot to clean up the mess. And then eventually Fenn plays it right to Tiago Moreira. Almost 32 minutes gone here in the first half. Morales, foul, free kick. Caleb Preston trying to push everybody up. And eventually it's cleared away. As far as Orton, who's going to have a go. Not a bad idea. We're going to have a substitution. Game clock bug, by the way, is unofficial, in case you noticed. There's a very large delay we have now on our clock. It's 7:30 here inside Rio Tinto Stadium, and it says 6:54 here on ours, so pause for a few seconds to our game bug while we reset and sync up with the clock here inside Rio Tinto. Simons. Vandenberg. Rasmussen. Good press there from Shepard on Ben Simons. And now he has it again. Renfro. Vandenberg. Preston. Through one and then two. Finds Morales. That wasn't a very good challenge there from Shepard. That's going to be a free kick. Or rather from Heath. That's a free kick there, yes. More of a frustration foul more than anything, and the referee says to Luke Heath, I've got my eyes on you now. Vandenberg. Not enough curl on that one to find a header, but it finds the foot of Brock Benyon, who sent a shot over. Approaching the last 5 minutes of this first half. 35 almost to the 40 have been played here in the first half. And we remain goalless between Alta and Lehi. You just get the feeling one goal might be enough to see through the winner. Curdy. Bell. Renfro. Looking for Eberhardt. Vandenberg's going to try to find Ferris Curdy on the back shoulder of Orton. Shepard puts a foot in there and wins it. Slipped a little bit, but finds Luke Keith. Now they could start the attack going wide here. And here is Alfred Vargas, and then Christian Jones. And then Jones just couldn't have enough there to find Alfred Vargas. And now Johnson is in a chase here. That should be a throw towards the Lehi end. It is. Johnson against Orton. Orton closed him off pretty good. Cowley clears it away. That'll be a throw. Inside the final 2 or 3 minutes or so here in the first half. Renfro gets around the challenge of Fenn. His long-range distance blast was cut off there by Mansing. Rasmussen trying to find somebody. Bustos gets it away with a left. Vandenberg looking for the run, and it's a little too far in the end, out for a goal kick. I was looking for the run of, I believe it was Ludlow, who was running off the back, along with Jack Johnson, but it eventually came to nothing. Fenn. Looking for the run of Morales. Is it going to get there? No. Good play by Simons, but it'll be a throw by down by that far corner. Mansing. Morales. Mansing. Mansing. Still Mansing. And there's a corner for Lehi. First big set piece they've had in almost a few minutes or so. But it'll be a chance for Jones to curl one in with his right foot. Jones brings it in. The heads go up. Finds Tyson Honga. Haven't called his name very much here in the first half. Got by Ferris Curdy to get it away, but then it's Honga who, with the last touch, will get it out for a goal kick. Inside the final minute of 40 here in the first half. A goalless affair here between the Lehi Pioneers and the Alta Hawks. Alex Tumulib with you here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. Curdy. Johnson lets it run. Here's Gavin Fenn. That's blasted for by Vandenberg. And Cowley, smartly out of his goal, will come to collect it. Jeff Reeves will count it down for us. And that's going to do it for a goalless first half. Well, chances were to be had on both sides, but then again, very tight, defensive, almost feel-it-out pace in the first half. And we've reached halftime with it goalless. I'd like to remind you, KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of high school sports is presented all season long by Heidemann and Associates and by Western Governors University. When you come back on the other side of this break, we'll have halftime thoughts, and we'll have the start of the second half. At the end of the first half, it is goalless between Alta and Lehi. You're watching the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Final, presented by Mountain America Credit Union, on KSL Game Night Live Rewind, presented by our friends at Western Governors University. Welcome back to the Rio Tinto Stadium. Alex Timlip here with you inside the booth. It's been a very interesting first half, to say the least, between Alta and Lehi. Not a lot of chances to be had on either side. But certainly, both teams being very, very cautious, as you would expect here in a championship situation. I want to remind you, coming up at the conclusion of our match, I'll be selecting our Heidemann and Associates man of the match, and you're all invited to stay tuned for the trophy presentation and the award ceremony, which I will gladly voice over for you all at home. We're ready to go between Alta and Lehi. Said it before, I'll say it again. Boy, how have we missed the fans. Reminder, there were no fans, no students allowed in any of the UHSAA sporting events last year. It's very good to have them back. Off we go into the unknown. One team is 40 minutes away from winning a state championship. Here's Shepard. Sandwiched there by Renfro and by Lowry. Played out wide for Johnson. Chase on with Bustos. And it'll be a goal kick. Both goalkeepers haven't been really tested that much in the first half. Best chance of the game came from Gavin Fenn's long-range blast, which narrowly missed the crossbar, but nobody had a shot on goal in the first half. Lowry. Shepard got a foot in there and won it. And now he could start the attack. Gets by one man. And he's pulled back. That could be our first yellow card of the match. It's not going to be. It's going to be a free kick. And that's two now that the referee has his eyes on. It was Cole Mansing who caught the eye of the official in the first half, and now it is Caleb Lowry. Preston now will take the free kick. Standing over it. Preston brings it down. And Mansing might have a go if he has a chance to, and it just goes over the crossbar. Well, that's the first big chance we've seen Lehi throw at the net since the Fenn blast that went over the top. Thiago Moreira and Kalo Cowley still have yet to make a save. Harris Curdy plays that one. Chasing after it is Rasmussen with Shepard. Both men get tangled up. It remains a throw, though, to Alta. Gavin Fenn. Morales. And that should be a corner for Lehi. It is. Opportunity here knocking for Christian Jones to put one in. Jones has plenty of people running to that near post. The heads go up. That's it, comes to nothing but a throw. Reminder, coming up after this match will be the 6A final between Harriman and Davis. What a storyline could be developing in that one. The pillar of the establishment, Davis, going for their fifth state title. And on the other side, Harriman trying to complete one of the greatest runs in Utah State Sports Championship history. It's pushed in for Jones. It just went behind him. Cleared out only as far as Mansing. Thought about the long-range blast. Instead, hands it off to Bustos. And Bustos now down the line for Shepard. Trying to win a throw. And, ooh, that didn't look good. That did not look good. It's not a foul, but that one did not look good. It looked like he might have turned that left ankle. He's holding on to it. An unfortunate break there for the young man. And a hush now goes over the crowd here at Rio Tinto as Shepard's back up on his feet, limping a bit. Was going to be a free kick awarded actually to Lehi. It'll be Jones to take it with his preferred right. Probably going to try to swing this in toward that near post. He goes for the far post instead. It goes up over everybody. Some bodies flying around in there. Shepard got hit in the hip, and then that shot by Jones got knocked out. What a play that was. But it's going to be pulled back for an offside. Shepard looks like he took the worst of that. Got hit right on the inside of the hip, it looked like. Thiago Moreira will put this back into play. See Tim Graham in the white shirt on the far sideline roaming. Rasmussen. Curdy. Christian Jones looks a little more active here in the second half. It's rolled out wide. Just a little bit more pace on that was probably needed there for Bell to get it three. He plays it through now, rolled out for Curdy. He's going to have his luck, and it eventually goes over. Wasn't a bad idea, though, testing Caleb Cowley off his line. Actually comes to nothing but a goal kick. See if both teams turn up the pressure here in the second half. We've seen Jones be a little bit more lively in the field of play. Shepard tries to win it away from Renfro. Renfro steps away from him. Has a man rolling out wide. Instead tries to find Johnson. It's Bustos who clears. Mansing. Jones. They could start the counter here, Lehi. Bell. Sliding challenge from Jones. Johnson leaves it for Curdy. Fenn. Bell tries a shot. It was always going wide. Alta looking for their 9th title, would tie the most all-time in any classification of UHSAA boys soccer with Bountiful, the Red Hawks. And Lehi are seeking their 5th title. Rasmussen. Here's Simons. He's been in the game for quite a while now, Ben Simons. Wonder if there was an injury to Okerlund that made that happen in the first half. We haven't seen Okerlund since the early minutes of the game. Here's Ferris Curdy. Long, ambitious ball, trying to find the run of Lincoln Eberhardt. Mansing with a step around. Who finds Shepard and lays it for Mansing, who lays it for Jones, and Mansing's running through the middle. Jones against Rasmussen. Jones plays it in. Mansing, surely! And the first big stop of the match for Thiago Moreira. That was brilliantly worked, though, from the Lehi Pioneers, but the touch, maybe not the choice there for Mansing to go with the chip. He tried to chip Thiago Moreira, and it didn't work. Jones trying to keep it in play. Rasmussen shielded him off. Alta trying to play what looks like a +1 at the back right now, a 3-1-4-2 as it were. Good step around there from Lincoln Eberhardt. He's got a man running wide into the middle. And Bustos did more than his fair share to clear the danger. And here comes Peter Affleck back into the match now for the Alta Hawks. Double sub actually coming back in here for Alta. It's Affleck who comes in, and also Ludlow that comes in as well. Rasmussen hooks it up, hoping. Fall for Renfro, and then a volley does come in! Boy, that was an ambitious try there from Carter Bell, who nearly caught Cowley off his line. It was always going just over the top, but Cowley had to be alert to the danger. Maybe that formation switch to a 3-1-4-2 could be paying off here for Alta early on. Even as the Pioneers sit back in what looks to be a 3-4-3. Happy to defend and take possession of it. Again, no real chances though for either side. There have been some good shots on goal. Maybe the biggest chance of the match came from Colton Mansing trying to chip the keeper a little earlier. Press from Shepard. Fenn looking for support, pushes it out wide. Christian Jones with Affleck coming up through the middle. Can Jones keep it in? Yes, he does. But Rasmussen beat him to it, along with Peter Affleck, and that will be a throw to Lehi. Pressure just starting to be turned up a bit here. Here's Fenn. Long throw. No one home to receive it. And Bustos will watch this one out for a throw. Want to remind you that KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of high school sports is presented by WGU. Western Governors University is offering a $2,500 scholarship to those that apply online at wgu.edu, which is online accredited and affordable. Good win there by Shepard to keep it in down the line. Matched up against Ben Simons. It's cleared out. Throw. Affleck taking no prisoners down on that far side. Also a bit of the sportsmanship coming into play as Bustos was challenging the Alta student section, who has definitely been the more vocal of the two student sections here in this one. Have to say, they travel really well for a school day, don't they, these student sections? Here comes the throw. Ooh, came off a shoulder, looked like in there. Shepard just trying to turn around and get that on his preferred left. It goes out eventually for a throw. Have to feel that someone is due for a goal at some point in this battle. Oh, that looked like a shove to the back of the neck by Anthony Bustos on Preston Ludlow. Free kick. Vandenberg. Curdy. A lot of space here in the midfield for Alta's defenders to run off of. An ambitious ball looking for Carter Bell. Vandenberg must give chase. Benyon. Richards. And then Cannon did just enough. Throw in. Oh, the heads go up. They missed it. Peter Affleck's header had no direction nor pace to threaten Caleb Cowley. 54 minutes played of 80 here in this game. Oh, that might drop for Shepard. It does. But is he going to have enough time to turn? No, Vandenberg gave enough chase. Richards trying to shield off Jones. Johnson left that one behind for Mansing. Mansing trying to get there first. He does. Then it's Jones who finds Vargas. Vargas has Yo Aiken running through the middle. He decides to take it on himself and finds Shepard. And his touch let him down. You do wonder why they did not try to play Aiken through the middle. And that ball will be Caleb Cowley's on the far edge of the goal. Fenn looking for the run of Christian Jones over the top. Is he going to give chase? Is he going to get there? No. That should be Lehi's throw, and it is. "55 minutes of the 80 played. 25 left to go here in this one. Still no score between Alta and Lehi. And you know, as the score keeps going on the way it is, the more drama there will be built into this one as we go on. It's a long throw coming from Lehi. Shepard pops it up. Fenn brings it down. Fenn trying to turn. And then it's Vargas! Didn't really have any sting in the shot. Looked like he scuffed it a bit. And a goal kick in the end. There's a long ball forward. Giving chase now is Richards. Is he going to get there? He does, but it goes over the end line in the end. Goal kick. Quite a bit of subs we're seeing here. We do note that both teams are playing with their benches sitting in the sun. They're not playing down here where the technical areas normally would be. That's probably why we're seeing so many substitutions in and out every 5 minutes or so to keep the players hydrated and cool. Simons. Oh, that's a poor clearance. Vargas trying to get out of his feet, trying to find Calvin Torkanu. It just eluded him. Down that side, throw in. Jones. Richards. Hammond Cannon. Oh, he turned right back into traffic. Throw quickly taken. It's Johnson. And then Preston. And then cleared. Rasmussen. Affleck. Fenn. Almost caught him in possession. And then Fenn didn't run after that. Tim Graham walks away and throws his arms up in frustration. That was a golden opportunity. That would have been 3 against 1 up the back if they decided to attack that space. Does look like Alta's trying, or Lehi's trying to clog up the middle a little bit more, force more play through that side of the field. Here's Johnson. That might break down. Johnson tries it. Well, it didn't really have particularly any sting in the shot. And it was Caleb Cowley down to his left to make a smart save. Have not called Gavin Fenn's name very much today, but he might be due for a chance at some point. Or maybe it could be one of the subs coming off the bench for Lehi, or maybe for Alta. Maybe it'll be a Carter Bell or Preston Ludlow. Who knows? Perhaps it'll be Jack Johnson. Here is Ludlow now. One back by Fenn. He's going to try to give Calvin Torkanu chase, who uses his pace to beat Rasmussen. And eventually Simon beats him to it, but not before he concedes the throw. Eberhardt, Richards, and Renfro back in. Anthony Bustos checking back in for Tyler Orton. Purple power flag waving proudly down here on the Lehi side. See who Yo Aiken tries to aim for right here. The throw comes in. Defensive header away. Only as far as Aiken. Aiken got tangled up with Eberhard. And that could be our first yellow card of the match on Gavin Fenn. It was a vicious challenge, and so it is. The card is out. Or no, excuse me, it's just the color of the referee's whistle is yellow. It just so happens to be the same color as the card. I apologize for that. It's not like the melee we saw on Monday between Harriman and Farmington. A total of 7 yellows were handed out in that one, and 2 people were sent off. Not that Farmington fans want me to remind them of what happened on Monday, of course. Into the middle now, Renfro pops it up with his first touch. Tyson Honga did enough to get it away, and then it's hooked clear by Jones. Renfro trying to back his way in. Now Curdy. Johnson just not able to get through. And a foul as Hayden Renfro couldn't run through the middle. And now we have some words being exchanged here. Jack Johnson didn't like the way Honga, he felt, played up the contact, but nonetheless it's a free kick going the other way. Halfway through the second half. Are we going to have a winner before extra time? Or are we going to need to go to extra time yet again? Saw 3 of our 4 semifinals go to extra time, and 2 of them were decided by penalties on Monday. And both of these teams were involved in the shootout games. Bustos. Not on the same page with Yo Aiken. Oh, Aiken ran into Rasmussen, albeit it was an accident. Now we have a foul and a free kick. Bustos getting a second warning from the official. Remember, he already had one early in the first half, and so official comes over and says no more. And also a warning is given to Caleb Lowry. So I suspect the next foul we have, we are going to see a caution from the official. Vandenberg hits it, traveling toward that back post. The heads go up. Still loose in the penalty area, though. Benyon. And then Renfro right into the arms of Caleb Cowley. Definitely Alta's had the better of the play here in the second half, but no chances have turned into clear goal scoring opportunities. On the other side, Lehi have had their share. Their biggest chance was the chip attempt by Colton Mansing early in the second half. That's pretty much been it. Tyler Orton, Cesar Morales check back in for Lehi. On the other side, it's going to be Ryan Richards back on the field for Alta. Gearing up for the final 15 minutes of what's going to be an exciting match down the stretch. So if your nerves and heart rate weren't already toyed with on Monday watching our semifinals, they're probably going to be toyed with even more. And if you're a Lehi or an Alta fan or alumni, you're probably sitting on the edge of your seat right now, watching nervously, thinking who's going to make the big mistake. Here's Colton Mansing, rolling it out for Yo Aiken. He's got a man running at the top. And well won there by Renfro, but Aiken's still able to step through the challenge. Nicely run there by Curdy. Now then, here's Ludlow. And Ludlow could have a chance to run. Cannon did enough to clear the danger, at least for now. And then Morales' clearance went off the feet of Richards and out for a throw. Jones. Still Jones. Jones trying to get to the middle. Eventually it's a throw, won by Christian Jones. He's looked the more lively player here in the second half for the Lehi Pioneers. He's created a bulk of the chances that they've had here in the second half as Alfred Vargas comes off and Hayden Shepard comes back on. Check that. That's actually Luke Heath, 22, that's coming back on the field. I stand corrected. And here he is off the throw. Gave it away, though. Onion tried to play it. Mansing. And then golfed into the first row there by Tyson Honga. Honga gives chase again. Able to shield off Ludlow, but it's another throw down by that corner. Benyon. Benyon trying to load up for the shot. Referee unimpressed by what he felt was a swallow dive, and then another one through, and then advantage was played, and the shot was flung wide. And the official eventually says no foul. Played the advantage, but decided in the end that there was no real vicious contact. So we play on. Jack Johnson back into the match now for the Hawks, as Caleb Cowley gets set to send it away. Heath. Aiken. Orton gives chase, golfs it halfway up into the student section, heads up. Can't keep the game balls, I'm afraid. They need those. Otherwise, we'd have one less to play with, and then by the time everyone takes them home, we'll have none left. Ludlow. Oh, took a slip right there. He was trying to turn on his preferred right foot. Renfro lets it run. Now here's Vandenberg. And Vandenberg looking for the run of Curdy, who knocks it down with his first touch, but Honga sweeps it away. Rasmussen. Renfro. Orton. Does enough to clear it. Curdy sets it up, tries to play it in. Preston heads it away, but it wasn't a good one. It's only as good as far as Carter Bell plays it in towards goal, and then it comes right in towards Caleb Cowley, who collects it gratefully. Approaching the final 10 minutes, you have to feel that any goal scored inside the 10-minute mark will likely be the title winner. Fenn. Might have pushed it a little too wide for Luke Heath. Oh dear, and a slip in the back. Johnson, Preston is there, but only as far as it goes to Johnson's right foot. Might have left that pass a little short too. No foul, says the referee. Renfro, Curdy tries it and just mishit his kick in the end. He tried to hit that and tried to almost pass it into the bottom corner away from Cowley's left hand, but he got it all completely wrong. Hayden Shepard comes back now in for Yo Aiken, who had a marvelous last stretch here for the Lehi Pioneers. Now inside the final 10 minutes of the 80. Are we going to have a winner in this battle in the bright hot sun here at the Rio Tinto Stadium, or are we going to have extra time and maybe penalties if we get there? Still a long way to go to decide that yet. Maybe Lincoln Eberhard will have something to say about that. He finds Ferris Curdy, and Curdy's going to load up for a shot. That one was blocked by the left foot, and the right foot rather, of Luke Heath, and then it's eventually a throw. We're going to have yet another sub. It looks like that's Alfred Vargas. It is, replacing Gavin Fenn, so a substitution up top here for the Lehi Pioneers. Looks like they're playing almost a 4-4-2 across the infield. Vargas. Honga. Giving chase there is Shepard, along with Ben Simons, who has done an excellent job filling in for David Okerlund since the early minutes of the match. Oh, that almost reached Colton Mansing, and now it's here with Preston Ludlow. Almost too far ahead. Amin Cannon able to come and clean up the mess. Mind you, coming up after this game will be the 6A final between Harriman and Davis. Coverage will start at approximately 4:50 here on KSLSports.com, or 30 minutes after the end of the 5A final. That may go down towards the corner. And it will go down towards the corner, and it will be a deep throw here for the Alta Hawks. Minute 73. Here comes the ball in. Honga up there with it. Curdy. First touch might have let him down. Hops past one. Ferris Curdy tries to play it back in. The heads does go up. But the header from Johnson was going back against the grain. It had real no sting in it. And Cowley down to his right makes a comfortable save. Almost really something out of nothing, much like the Alta goal that happened on Monday in the semifinal, the equalizer that came right around this time from Preston Ludlow on the assist from Carter Bell. Renfro. Lowry. Curdy. Oh, that looked like a missed header. And the goalkeeper's out of his net. Oh, Lincoln Eberhardt surely hit the side of the goal. It hit the side of the goal. It did not go in. And the flag eventually did go up. That was the first big chance anybody's had in a while. And Eberhardt trying to fire up the fans after what's been a really lackluster almost 75 minutes of action here at Rio Tinto. Hansing. Orton. Hansing. Malcolm almost hit his hand, but no handball, says the referee. And now, boy, Eberhardt almost got to that one. And now Lehi could start the counterattack here. They're trying to find the run of Christian Jones. It'll be Morales to get there first. And then Gavin Fenn, and then Tyler Orton. Everybody queuing up now in the middle. Orton plays it in and had no curl on the cross in the end. Approaching the final 5 minutes of regulation time. 75 minutes have been played. 5 more to go. Is there going to be any breakthrough here in this battle? Chances have been galore on both sides, but no one's been able to take advantage and put the killer instinct through into their finishes. Eberhardt. Johnson asking for it. Oh, poor switch there in the end. Don't know who he was trying to find there. Lincoln Eberhardt. And now he might release Morales, who's got some support up the back. He gets past one challenge and finds Vargas. Morales trying to run after it, but it's Lowry first, and now Johnson. Johnson thought better of the shot and decides to wait for support. Maybe waited too long. Orton got it to him first. And now it's Eberhardt. Eberhardt into the penalty area. Lincoln Eberhardt going through. Couldn't get the shot away. He was closed off by Gavin Fenn. Renfro from distance into the supporter stands. Alta's attack starting to ask a little bit more of that Lehi back line, which looks to be getting a little weary. Maybe some chances might be opening up here down the final 3.5 minutes. With 76.5 minutes of the 80 played. Throw-ins just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into Alta half now. Shepard. Mansing. Morales. Still Morales. Goal kick. Nope, corner. I stand corrected. It's a corner for Lehi. See how many white shirts come up forward. Caleb Cowley coming out near his 18. Almost out to the halfway line now. Count up the white shirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. In there for Jones, who plays the ball in. It comes to that near post. The heads do go up, and it will be a comfortable save in the end for Thiago Moreira. Eberhardt. Ludlow. Flag stays down. Ludlow goes in, and the flag eventually does go up. He was offside by about a half a yard. Well, I guarantee you if this was the Premier League, they would let that play through, and then they would find out that they didn't actually score. Jones, down the corner. Is he going to get there? Yes. Jones waits for support. Jones cuts to his left foot, into the penalty area, chips it out toward that back post. And Shepard arrived a little too late. Substitution coming in here. 90 left in regulation. In the gray shirts, the Harriman Mustangs are waiting their turn in the supporter stands down on the south end of Rio Tinto Stadium. We've now reached the penultimate minute of the 80. Johnson. Richards. Still Richards. Back into the middle. Honga gets it away. Only as far as Johnson. Bell looks. They're queuing up back post. Again, a shot does come in, but really no menace in that. Just went over the top in the end. It was always going wide. There's about a second delay between our clock and the bug. It'll be a throw to Lehi. Final push here. Cannon. Plays it forward. Jeff Reeves counts it down. Popped up in the air. Jones. Boy, that was dangerously done there by Simons. And that is going to do it. As we will go to extra time. Both of these teams playing superbly for 80 minutes, and nothing broke the deadlock. Take a break, catch your breath. We'll be back for extra time. The score after 80 minutes is Alta 1, Lehi 0, Alta 0. Extra time required next on KSLSports.com. Back here at the Rio Tinto Stadium. Alex Tumulip here in the broadcast booth on the gantry here at the home of Real Salt Lake. Here for the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Final presented by Mountain America Credit Union. Alex Tumulip alongside you here. What a game it has been. No score between Alta and Lehi, 0-0 at the break of in between extra time and the start of regulation time. Both teams had some good chances. Both teams have had good chances on both sides, and so far there has been nothing really to show for it. Best chance came from the chance that Colton Mansing had to chip the keeper. And so far, it has been just that chance and nothing else. That has been the big one so far for both sides. Mind you that both teams went to extra time on Monday. Alta had to play from behind. They got the equalizer with about 10 minutes left in regulation against Skyline. And then they went to penalties where they had to come from a goal down in the shootout to win 3-2 in that shootout. And then on the other side for Lehi, they had to score early and then depend on their defense unless Archer Lurcher said something else, which he did, and then it ended up being a penalty shootout there as well. Eventually, Caleb Cowley came up with 3 tremendous saves in the shootout back to back to put his team in this position. Officials now coming to midfield for the coin toss to start extra time. Mind you, the extra time coin toss determines which end of the field we'll go towards. It does not mean who kicks off. Same applies to the opening coin toss of the game. It doesn't necessarily mean we go towards or that team kicks off. Purple power needed for the Lehi Pioneers, and the Alta Hawks ride on the strength of the flock. And we notice that down our near sideline here, there is one fan who has the Real Salt Lake Riot flag, which is what this place is nicknamed, of course, the Rio T, the Riot. Here's from the signal we're getting that Alta has won the coin toss, and they will defend the north goal here at the Rio T. And Lehi will kick off first in possession here in extra time. Rules for extra time are pretty simple. 2 periods of 10 minutes, golden goal, nobody scores in either period, we go to a penalty shootout. Remind you that KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 2022 UHSAA Boys Soccer Playoffs has been presented by Mountain America Credit Union, the title sponsor of the Utah High School Activities Association, who reminds you to earn rewards like a champion. Well, what a road we have paved to be here in this spot. In Classification 5A, the flags are waving, the students are now standing. There are not very many people sitting down here for the start of extra time. Ready or not, here we go. Referee says we're ready. Off we go once again into the unknown of extra time. And it's an ambitious start by the Lehi Pioneers as Bustos blasted that one forward. There's about a 2-second delay between our clock and the game bug. Remember, the bug on your screen is our unofficial time. Try to keep it synced as much as possible with the clock here inside the Rio T. The nervous tension, you can feel it here at this stadium. Nobody wants to be the one that makes the big mistake here in extra time. See the Davis darts beginning to arrive off to your left hand, or to rather your right hand side on the supporter stand here at Rio T. Blasted forward. Ben Simons is underneath it. Bell. Eberhardt playing it in. Preston gets enough to get it away, but then it's picked up by Eberhardt. Eberhardt's cross deflected, and Cowley comes out to gather it in. How good has he been, Caleb Cowley? I think Patrick Carr put it in the, or it was it Tyler Haslam for Deseret who put it in the article the other day. They nicknamed him Cupcake. Some nickname they gave him. He certainly doesn't play like one. Shepard, poor ball there. And now they could spring the attack here for the Alta Hawks. It's rolled out for Curdy. Oh, his touch let him down, though. What a spin there from Mansing. Gets away from another. Mansing trying to time it. Hopeful. Not finding Morales. Oh, and a poor giveaway there from Ben Simons. One of the few mistakes he's made today, the young man. This Region 8 showdown for our state championship. Required extra time. A corner here for the Lehi Pioneers. Their fourth one of the match. In the second half and an extra time, they had 6 total in this match so far. Ken Jones finally worked his magic. Caleb Cowley coming out close to the halfway line. It comes in toward the back post. The heads go up. It's cleared. Well, as far as Mansing, then Johnson, then Ferris Curdy looking up, trying to find some support. Curdy's got a man running Bell all by himself, and Bell now has it. But Cannon, sitting there in great defensive posture, made the play. Chipped in towards Jones. Can Jones bring it down? Can't, but Shepard can. Shepard! 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 It wasn't far away. That's the closest anybody's come to scoring. But in the end, it's a goal kick for Tiago Moreira. Rasmussen. Bustos. Still Bustos. Bustos. Jones! Blocked off pretty well there, no foul. Mansing with it though. Settles it for Vargas, and now he has it again. Sprayed out wide for Bustos. Anthony Bustos against Lincoln Eberhardt. Another corner. And now it's Lehi's turn to ask questions of this Alta back four. Jones will try it again. Jones brings it down into the back post. The heads go up. Vargas couldn't get there. Shepard pulls it down with his first touch. And it just eludes that far post. Was trying to curl it back into that corner, but it didn't go. Peter Affleck checks back in for Lincoln Eberhardt. Halfway through the first period of extra time, 85 minutes of 85 of a possible 90 have been played. Johnson. Affleck. Richards wants it. Richards gets it. Or rather, it's Benyon. Benyon trying to keep it in. And it will be a corner for Alta. Just their third one here in the match. Biggest opportunity they've had to break the deadlock. Carter Bell to take it. And reset the run. Everybody running towards the middle of that penalty spot. The heads go up. And it's cleared away there in the end by Morales. And it's hooked back in, hopefully. And Cowley, up in his 6-yard box, gets there first. "87 minutes have been played here at Rio T. Still no goals, though there have been good chances. Should be Alta, or rather Alta throw it. It is. And it will be a substitution here for the Hawks. Ryan Richards checks in, Brock Benyon out. Rasmussen. Affleck. Jones, throw in. Lowry. Affleck. Curdy. Simons, or Vandenberg rather. Vandenberg. Fenn clears it. There's a man down at center field. Referee hasn't seen it yet. He doesn't want to stop play just quite yet because there's a counter on. And now we will have a stoppage as we have a man down for Alta. Game clock reads about 1:15 left in the first period of extra time. It looks like it's Logan Vandenberg who's needing some assistance, probably cramps. Remind you, the game time temperature was about 72 degrees at kickoff, but down on the field, it's got to be close to the 90s. That's why we've seen so many substitutions here in extra time. And then the second half to try to keep players cooled and hydrated. And now we're starting to see the first of what we hope will be not very many players with cramps. But it does tend to happen on hot days like this. I hate to make light of it, but at least it's not being played in the middle of Qatar. Benyon. Ben. Still looking. Butts it back. Long distance blast. And again, it goes into the stands from Carter Bell. They've tried that quite a bit, trying to send up those big blasts from distance, trying to keep Caleb Cowley honest, but they haven't really panned out so far. Oh dear. Ludlow has slipped. And this could let in Morales. Morales trying to cut it back against the grain, and Ludlow did very well to recover after slipping. Here's the long switch. Ferris Curdy. Is this touch going to let him down? Yes. Now here's Bustos. Bustos stopped better trying to find Jones, and now Fenn has it. With 10 seconds left in extra time, trying to find Morales. He's not going to find him. As Jeff Reeves counts down the final seconds, that's the end of the first period of extra time. So put 10 more minutes on the clock. We will do it again. Want to remind you, coming up at the conclusion of this afternoon's match, I'll be selecting our Heidemann & Associates Man of the Match. Heidemann & Associates is a proud sponsor of KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of high school sports. They're offering a free consultation to all Game Night Live Rewind viewers when you call them at 801-472-7742 or visit them online at utah.law for more. And all you have to do is just tell them that KSL Game Night Live Rewind is the one that brought you to Heidemann & Associates. And also we want to thank our good friends at Western Governors University for their sponsorship of our telecasts all season long. You can make 2022 your year with a degree from WGU. It's available online. Called the Year U Scholarship, $2,500 when you apply at wgu.edu. And you can study now at your own pace with WGU, which is online accredited and affordable. The nonprofit University of U, that's WGU. Alexander Timolip here with you at the Rio Tinto Stadium. A tight, tense match. No goals to be scored between Alta and Lehi, though there have been some great chances on both sides of the pitch. We'll switch ends here in this second half of extra time. 90 minutes played, 10 more left to go. Are we going to have a winner or are we going to have penalties? Off we go into the unknown again. The second half of extra time is now underway. Preston. Oh, poor ball there from Vandenberg. And now Shepard, who's trying to release Vargas, but it didn't actually pan out in the end. Wind coming from east to west here in the extra period. Curdy looking right through and right to Caleb Colley. Colley hasn't been tested all that much today. Thiago Moreira, the biggest save he's had to make was the chip attempt. Oh dear! Yo Aiken! Yo Aiken tries it! Just couldn't keep it down. It was a missed kick there at the back by Ben Simons, who has been spectacular at the back, filling in for David Okerlund, who went out early with that injury, we suspect. And almost a giveaway that ended Alta's season in a heartbeat. Richards. Whisked away. Renfro. Trying to get away from the challenge of Gavin Fenn. Now finds Logan Vandenberg as left back.
Here we go, Alta! Here we go!
Up towards the run. Fenn trying to fight off a challenge. He does. Morales, or rather Vargas, missed his kick. Now here's Curdy. Suddenly a lot more space in the midfield's opened up here for Alta. Johnson finds Benyon. Tries it from distance. And that was always going wide. And it looks like Ryan Richards will replace Brock Benyon, who has run himself right out of breath. Vargas. Renfro. Bell. And then Cannon. From the shadows into the sun, here's Lowry. Vandenberg into the middle, plays it in. Ludlow cuts. Ludlow, no. Oh, that was probably the best chance. I wonder why Ludlow didn't take that. Rasmussen plays it in. And it just eluded the forehead of Ferris Curdy. It's a goal kick. "95 minutes of the 100 have been played. Up it comes from the goal kick. It goes over the head of Vandenberg, who's in a race with Shepard, and Shepard's going to win that race. Ben Simons, as ever, did a fantastic job to win that ball back. And now Alta could start the counter on here. Renfro's got a man running through the top. He decides to find Curdy, who finds Vandenberg. And Vandenberg's going to look for the run. Honga, only to quarters Johnson. And that should be a free kick. And it is going to be our first yellow card of the match. Against Tyson Honga. Here it is. What an opportunity now for Alta. Remember, it was the Hawks who gave up the set-piece goal in the 13th minute against the Skyline Eagles back on Monday. And now they have a set-piece of their own, perhaps, from, call it about maybe 25, 30 yards out. You see Gavin Fenn there in the middle of your screen trying to stretch. It's a two-man party over the ball. Logan Vandenberg, the right back, and Lincoln Eberhardt, the midfielder. Who's going to take it? Caleb Cowley trying to set his wall. Everybody ready. It's taken well and right into the arms of Caleb Cowley. Trying to curl it into that top quarter. Caleb Cowley, though, said no, and now here's Jones trying to nick it forward. And Simons, as ever, getting back defensively at the back. Evan Cannon, though, plays it back. Vandenberg, that looked like a handball. And then a foul. Free kick. And now Lehi with a chance. Off the set piece is Jones, who's played almost nearly the entire match. Took a big knock to that leg. Entering minute 96 of 100 possible minutes. Can Lehi find the magic here on this free kick? Four in the line, two in the wall. Jones lofts it into the back. That was a dangerous header by Curdy. If he heads that the wrong way, that's an own goal. Would have been a disastrous way for this one to end. But he got there ahead of his keeper. And he won it. That was the more important thing. It'll be a throw in here for Lehi. As we're going to have a sub, Tyson Honga will replace Tyler Orton after getting a talking to from Tim Graham. Inside the final 4 minutes of extra time. There's about a 5 or 6 second delay between the bug on your screen and the stadium's clock. One back by Alta. Now they could start the counter. Here's Carter Bell. What options does he have? He finds Ferris Curdy. Back for Carter Bell. Three running along that back five. It looks almost like Alta's playing, or rather Lehi's playing a 5-4-1 here. Chipped up here for Johnson. Has plenty of space. Tried it on the volley and eventually comes right to Caleb Cowley. And he will pick it up. Simons. Dangerous. Shepard. Second time that Simons has been tested on that back four for Alta. And now they have it back to Hawks. And now here comes Curdy. Curdy trying to let it run. Only found the feet of Jones, but it ricochets back for Ludlow, who tried to hop around the challenge. Now Rasmussen out wide. Vandenberg. Rasmussen. Gonna try it. And Cannon clears it. Was trying to find Ferris Curdy. Another sub coming in for Alta. It's gonna be Peter Affleck, I believe, looks like. Or is that Lincoln Eberhardt? It's Affleck for Eberhardt. minute 99, or minute 98 of 100. Honga gets it clear. I think both sides are just content to play for a penalty shootout probably at this point, unless somebody's able to find a miraculous winner here in the last 90 seconds of extra time. Rasmussen. A lot of contact. Goal kick. Looks like Bustos is trying to catch his breath after getting bowled over, really. Inside the final minute. Minute 100 of 100, the penultimate minute. If nobody can find a winner in the next 49 seconds, we will have a penalty shootout. It might be Christian Jones. And Lehi will bring the men forward here for this throw. Yo Aiken will take it. 4 coming up through the back. Alta have, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black shirts in the box. And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage here. With 25 left in extra time. Now we'll have the throw in. It's allowed to bounce. Fenn pops it up with his first touch. And cleared away by Ferris Curdy. Johnson out-jumps Preston, but not Tyson Honga, who clears his lines. Oh, that might be a miss hit. Cowley comes out. Clears it up the field. And that's going to do it for extra time. A comfortable save in the end for Thiago Moreira. But that is not enough to break the deadlock. So it will be after 100 minutes of soccer. 80 minutes finished goalless. So did 20 more. And for the third time in as many days, and for the second time in as many days for both teams, the 5A championship will be decided by a penalty shootout. That'll happen next on KSLSports.com with the score: Lehi 0, Alta 0. Welcome back to KSL Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of high school sports. This is the 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Final presented by Mountain America Credit Union. Presented by Heidemann and Associates and WGU, our telecast this afternoon. Well, what a game it has been. Lehi and Alta finished 0-0 after extra time. And for the third time in our 5 games we've covered here on KSLSports.com, it will be decided by a penalty shootout. What's at stake here? Lehi trying to claim their first state title since 2013. It will be their 5th. Alta seeking their 3rd in the last 6 years. It would be their joint most with Bountiful, 9th overall in program history. Nobody has been sitting since about the halfway point of the second half. It's been a tight and tense match. The coin toss for the penalty shootout, by the way, works as follows. The first coin toss will be for who will shoot first. The second coin toss will be for who will defend which goal. Let me tell you, if there were fans here cheering for Real Salt Lake, they would all be, I'm sure one of these teams would love to be shooting towards the supporter stands down on the south end of Rio T. But no fans allowed at those ends. From the signals we're getting, Lehi won the toss. They want to shoot first. And it will be the long, lonely walk here. for Christian Jones against Tiago Moreira. All we know is that someone is going to score the first goal, albeit not in a regulation style. Shooter against keeper. One foot needs to be on the line at all times. Jones steps up. Saved by Moreira! Advantage Alta. Brock Benyon now will make the long journey to the spot to face Caleb Cowley. Brock Benyon with the advantage for Alta. Makes it 1-0 Alta. Hayden Shepard with the long walk to the spot. His side down 1-0 in the shootout. Tiago Moreira getting final instructions from the referee. Hayden Shepard. Short run up. Saved again by Moreira! Ferris Curdy now to put Alta 2 up. Lincoln Eberhardt, as he did on Monday in the shootout against Skyline, turns his back to the play he can't watch. Not many people can either on that Alta side. Ferris Curdy for 2-0. Yes! Right into the side netting. No chance for Cowley. Gavin Finn tasked with keeping the Lehi dream alive. Otherwise, it will be match point. Can he do it, or can Tiago Moreira outfox him? Not that time. What a penalty. Into the bottom right corner. And this is now match point. Match and championship point for the Alta Hawks. It is Carter Bell, whose assist in the 70th minute of the semifinals saved Alta's season from oblivion. All fall silent. Rolls it in! Does it Jorginho style into the left corner. Championship point now in effect. It's Alfred Vargas, tasked with keeping Lehi alive for a title. is tied. The championship is won. The Alta Hawks are the best of the nest. An incredible scene at Rio Tinto Stadium. The Alta Hawks, for the 9th time in their program's history, a record-tying 9th time, are the champions of 5A boys soccer. But they didn't do it easily. They did it the hard way. In a penalty shootout, they win it by 3-1 after a goalless draw after extra time. And this is why there is nothing like playoff atmospheres in the Beehive State. Nothing like it. A first title for fourth-year head coach Mackenzie Heyer. 4 years after Alta's last one in 2018. Their third in the last 6 years. What an accomplishment for them. As the team gathers at center field, Rob Cuff, the executive director of the Utah High School Activities Association, is standing by with the trophy in his hand. See the Alta student section sending love the way of the Lehi Pioneers. What a tremendous final we had. An all-Region 8 showdown goes the way of the Alta Hawks, as the two teams will now gather at center field to shake hands one more time. A championship performance I think any fan base would be proud of. These two were the best two teams all year long. Lehi had to stave off a massive challenge to get to this point. The Alta Hawks have lost only 2 matches the whole season, and ironically, one of them was to these Lehi Pioneers earlier this season. And they had to go through them again here in the final. It was a tight, tense, goalless draw after extra time, but it was Tiago Morera, the goaltender, stepping up trumps again for the Alta Hawks. See the Lehi Pioneers coming over to their fan base, applauding one more time. Heartbreaking defeat for them. And some people always wonder why there's a lot of tears in soccer. why you never want to finish a runner-up. You never know when you may get the opportunity to have scenes like this down your side. It is Alta's time to shine again. Lehi so close, but they just couldn't take advantage of the opportunities they were given in the end. Lehi being presented now with the second place trophy. And the Alta Hawks will now receive their trophy, which is always the one in soccer that you want to receive. In any tournament in the UHSAA, you always want to be presented second. And today it's the Alta Hawks, the number 2 seed, who will get presented with the trophy second, but they'll do so as the best team in the state in 5A, and Carter Bell will take that trophy with him. And together, it will be raised to the heavens. Once again, we say that anytime you finish a runner-up in a tournament like a sport like soccer, you never know when you'll get the opportunity to do it again. This experienced team of Alta Hawks under head coach Mackenzie Heyer claimed the highest honor. Congratulations to the Alta Hawks, your 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Champions. Well, it has been a tremendous season for us here on KSLSports.com. As we wrap this one up, we want to remind you that the 6A final between Harriman and Davis is coming up at the top of the hour. Before we leave, though, our Heidemann and Associates man of the match goes to Tiago Moreira, who saved 3 penalties in the shootout, including the one that sent his team soaring to the summit, claiming the trophy. A 9th state title for Alta. The Hawks are back on top of boys 5A soccer once again. For Vince Francis and for Bill Francis, my name is Alex Stimula. This has been KSL Game Night Live Rewind's presentation of the 2022 UHSAA Boys Soccer Playoffs, presented by Mountain America Credit Union on KSLSports.com, presented by Heidemann and Associates at Western Governors University. The final score after extra time finishes Lehi 0, Alta 0. But on penalties, the Alta Hawks are your 2022 UHSAA 5A Boys Soccer Champions on penalties by 3-1. Until we meet again, if you're leaving us, malamapono ke kahi ike kahi. Take care of one another, everyone. Aloha from Utah. And we invite you now to stick around for more post-game coverage, and we'll be back for the 6A final at the top of the hour. Once again, good night and aloha from Utah.